By now, we've all heard about and can likely state the business case for DEI. Your organization has articulated theirs, right? That it's good for business, that it leads to innovation, a more productive workforce, financial growth of the organization, all of which are great business results. The research, the data, the statistics, the facts, all of that goes into articulating the business case. And though not every organization has formalized a business case for anti-racism, many went public with their commitment in the year 2020. And some even announced actions they were planning to take moving forward. The business case for anti-racism is bound to be similar to that of DEI in that it will underscore benefits and outcomes. I like to call the business case the head case. Let me tell you why. By definition, the business case for any initiative will rely on a left brain approach. The idea is that we understand it, that our minds can grasp it with the help of research, data, and so on. The head case shows and explains why anti-racism makes sense or why DEI makes sense. As humans, though, we don't necessarily respond to appeals to our brain. We're not inspired or motivated to act only on what makes sense. To be fair, the head case usually includes this: it's the right thing to do. Now we're on to something. It's the right thing to do. Have you heard that statement before? It carries with it so much, but only when there's follow-through on it. Organizations will usually do one of two things with this statement. One, they go right back to the business case as if that's what explains why it's the right thing to do. Or two, they stop right there and leave everybody to figure out the why. Why is DEI the right thing to do? Why is anti-racism the right thing to do? Our sense of what's right goes straight to the heart of anti-racism and also DEI. No pun intended. The heart case allows us to go beyond the head case and connect with our deepest values, which live at heart level. I'm not saying that the head case should be abandoned. I'm saying that there should be both a head case and heart case. Whereas the head case can originate with the organization, the heart case is more individual. It will be the heart case that I'll ask you to draw on in this module that centers on individual purpose. It's the right thing to do needs to be your own narrative. You are the one most likely to create what speaks to you. Organizations don't typically stress the head-heart paradigm. Here's why it's important. Our brain and heart were never meant to operate in isolation from one another. And when they do, there's an increased chance that they'll be misaligned. The brain could very well be trying to convince the heart of something the heart knows to be wrong. Our brains process tremendous amounts of information constantly, even when we're asleep. Because of this, the brain prefers efficiency and utilizes shortcuts in grouping, sorting, and categorizing. The brain and heart are meant to operate in tandem with one another, to be in alignment with one another. What the heart brings includes the impact on us of stories, lived experiences, real-life examples. In other words, connections that we can feel. Empathy, compassion, kindness, which I mentioned in the introduction, all of these and more reside in the heart. Let's draw on one of them for a moment. Empathy. Empathy involves seeking to understand the perspectives and lived experiences of others. It involves listening to hear instead of listening to be heard. Empathy is what helps us to recall when we ourselves have felt excluded, shamed, interrupted, or otherwise discounted, so that we can build bridges of understanding. It's about relating on a person-to-person level with others and recognizing that our experience may not be the experience of everybody. Why is that important? Facts and data don't necessarily change minds or change hearts. We act more readily on what we believe, what we're passionate about. There's certainly a business imperative for both anti-racism and DEI, but what's also needed is open hearts. Please note that the heart case is not about touchy-feely or let's all just hug it out. No. It's about engaging people at heart level to foster human connection. It involves our values, inner convictions, moral compass, moral responsibility. It's having a close-up look at aspects of someone's lived experience. Remember my account of leaving the post office and being verbally assaulted and called the N-word and the B-word? Well, what if I had presented it to you as a data point? More than 85% of African Americans report being called the N-word at least once in their lifetime. And more than 70% of all women report being called the B-word at least once in their lifetime. Would hearing it positioned like that have had the same impact as my personal story? The heart case is what humanizes the data. When we start including more of the human side by way of the individuals impacted and what their stories might be, that shifts our perspective and our response. We begin to engage the heart more. Think, feel, empathize, relate, connect. It's both head work and heart work that transforms us. Now it's time for you to do the work.